Yeah, what you say about this being a sort of a soundtrack about the way the two of you work. Can you explain how it works then on this album? Like, for instance, Jamie, you came up with this Pizza Daddy-O documentary, and then what happens?
Well, we just always
see
constantly find things and show each other things, you know, books and music and art and whatever. We've always, since we've met, we just share everything, talk about everything, sit around and scribble in our notebooks and type on typewriters and pass things around. And, you know, that Pizza Daddy was just a small part of that process of surrounding yourself with things that inspire you and working, you know. But it's not like work. It's just like having a little camp and doing stuff, you know.
It's very unconscious or subconscious, you know. Sometimes you just, you know, we'd go to a weird bar just to have some time off, and then you just think like, oh, I've burnt myself out writing today. And so we'd go to a bar and then walk in there, and there'd be like, just like crazy lights and weird objects all over the place, and just bizarre people in there, and it would just be like, you'd get halfway through your drink and you'd be like, fuck, I've got to go back and write some songs, you know, just like, and it's kind of inexplicable what fires you up to sort of like all those ingredients come together, and suddenly you feel like you've got something bursting out of you. I think it takes all sorts of things to find that, and there's a danger of ruining it by analysing it too much.
Okay. Now, I was also thinking, the 3 albums you made, they're all 3 quite different, and like you're making music now for like 8 years together, 7?
6, yeah, something like that.
6 or 7.
Yeah. Is it is it always you grow together in the same direction, or you know, there's a chance that one will go this way and the other that way, or you always come together?
Well, there's not that many secrets with us, so it's like if I find something that I'm into, then the first thing I want to do is like play it to Alison. You know, if I hear some music or something, you know, see some art, same with her. You know, we kind of exchange things quite a lot, and you know, share our inspiration. So there's never a sense really where she'll play me something and I'll be like, oh, I don't like that, I'm into this. It's like we have really grown together.
Yeah.
And we you know, underneath it all, we have a very similar aesthetic, and there's certain historic milestones that we both hold up and always have as being sort of things that we want to gravitate towards.
Like
the Velvet Underground scene, and the way that was just so much more than just a band playing music and making records and touring. It was, you know, it was also a film scene, and it was also an art scene, and it was also a social scene, and it was all these, you know, incredible things. And on top of all that, it had its spirit in rebellion, and it was standing against everything, and didn't achieve any success at the time, really. It was like relatively, it was in a sense a failure at the time. It was only afterwards that people sort of made sense of it. And that again really excites me, that something that you create at the time might not make any sense, but 10 years later it makes more sense than anything, you know.
Yeah.
I just like those sort of happy accidents. And I feel like that with, you know, Velvet Underground scene, with Captain Beefheart, with the whole scene that surrounded CBGBs, and punk obviously had a massive influence on us. The Riot Girl scene, the Bikini Kill, Nation of Ulysses, Huggy Bear, they're all sort of scenes that just never stopped expanding, even though at the core of them there's like a couple of records with 12 songs on. It's like so much more than that.